Also now, I just want to read this quickly. It's 13.6% of millennials, renters, rely on their parents. The struggle is for millennials and their parents. In New York City, 13.6% of millennials surveyed reporting receiving assistance with rent from their parents. And 18.1% indicated that they anticipate their folks will help finance a down payment on a home. According to an apartment list survey taken by 1814 metro area residents. Nationwide, the share of millennials, those between the ages of 18 and 36, are leaning on their parents for help with rent, for help when rent was lower, at 12.8%, according to this survey. 18 and 36. Mom and dad be like, when are you gonna pay your own rent? Like that. Okay. Denver had the greatest share of millennials report turning to their parents for rent and down payment help, relying on their folks for help with rent. And then finally, it says apartment list noted that since 2000 folks, home prices have increased 73% and rent rates have grown 61%. But earnings for younger households have only gone up 31% in cost of inflation. And currently, a quarter of renters spend more than half their income on rent, and 50% of 25 to 35-year-olds live with their parents. That's what it says here. I was married in 1988, and when we moved in, we didn't ask for any help from our parents. I didn't ask help from my mom, and my wife didn't ask any help from her mom. We just paid the rent. And then we were going to decide how we were going to continue from then on. My wife was enrolled at Hunter College. I still was indecisive because of playing music before what had happened. And then in 1990, after our marriage was annulled, I was a student at Fordham University. So had we stayed together, in a few years we wouldn't have any problem paying our rent. And by the time when we were divorced, annulled, we were going to move into a condo in Forest Hills, which is a pretty nice area. It's still a nice area. And this is 1988. So again, the reason why I am putting this information up is because I'm homeless at the age of 52. Because the city and the state and the government have deemed it so. And not only have they deemed it so, but I'm being tortured, raped every single day, as well as living in, not squalor, but homeless. And the police and the government continue to state that Richard Flores is not who he said he was. That he was never married, he didn't have a job, he doesn't know how to handle his money, etc. These are all the lies and more that are being said about me. And they use the lies every single day to torture and rape me and my family. In this picture is a picture of the Empire State Building. Back in the early 1960s, my mother worked there as a cleaning person, she told me. And then she also worked as a food, people who used to push the cart and you would buy cakes and coffee and things like that. So my mother was still very young. I too myself worked in the Empire State Building while I was still in my 20s. did computer and clerical work for one company there. And a job that I had no intention on staying in because I believe the job was, underneath my abilities and my skill set. And this is what I'm being submitted to at the age of 52 in New York City. I'm standing right here in a Chase Bank. I also worked for Chase Bank and my mother as well before we were diagnosed as being mentally ill and incompetent and no longer people who are fit to live in our society. Good day, I have to go.